Today, I'm going to share with you the opportunity that changed my business, my life, my family, and our finances. I think it has the possibility to change yours too. Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm a carpool driving mom to 3, a proud wife to a high school basketball coach, and I'm a top producing real estate agent in Metro Atlanta. I never intended to run a real estate business, but here I am. When I started real estate in 2016, I was working as a cardiac nurse and I absolutely hated it. I worked nights and or weekends, which had me running around tired all the time or totally absent from my family on the weekends. So one day, I guess I just got really tired of it to the point I signed up for real estate school. I was scared, and frankly, I don't think many really believed in me, but I did. And because of that, I was willing to work 2 jobs in order to pursue it. What I found in real estate is a career that is life-giving for me. Starting a real estate business is not for the faint of heart. It's tough, especially if sales is not your forte. I kept my head down, worked hard to prioritize the little time I had between the Mother's Morning Out program I took my baby to a couple of times a week and late nights, and just figured it out. It took me 6 months to close my first deal, but I didn't give up. Fast forward a couple of years and I finally let my nursing job go. I had become a top agent in my local real estate office. The thought of leaving guaranteed income was scary. You know, when you work, you get paid. In a commissions-based job, we all know that's not the case. But I'm so glad I did. It has been an incredible opportunity for my family and a great builder in my faith in God's provision. So how did I end up at EXP? Well, the brokerage I was at was really big into teaching that cold calling and door knocking are one of the very best ways to get new real estate clients. But that's just not my thing. So one day I was scrolling on social media and came across this fellow mom/realtor named Amy Gregory, who kept talking about working part-time hours and having an incredible real estate business and juggling carpool and kids on her hip just like me. She's in Arizona and I'm in Georgia. I had heard of EXP, but wasn't really ready for a brokerage change. So I just kept watching and kept listening for maybe 2 or 3 years. I was amazed by her knowledge and her candid approach, and I loved what she was building at EXP. Changing brokerages is very time consuming, and I wasn't unhappy with the brokerage I was at. I had settled into navigating my own path there and just doing things my own way, regardless of how they taught things. However, I did start noticing I was paying big money for things I wasn't utilizing, trainings I wasn't interested in, and technology pieces that were just not working very well. So eventually I scheduled a call with Amy. She sent me a couple of videos to watch. I had my husband watch, and then when he said, "This makes sense," that got me. So I jumped all in. Most brokerages teach that there's only one way to scale in real estate, and that's through building a team. You hire sellers agents, buyers agents, admin, rent office space, and buy expensive leads. But you also deal with turnover, the constant chasing of cold leads, and low profit margins. I don't want all of that because truly, I'm a wife and a mom first, and I want to do those things really well. It's much more important to me to drive my kids to school in the mornings and pick them up in the afternoons than it is to sell $30 million of real estate each year. So after the years of hearing Amy talk about the way she scaled, I saw a different opportunity to grow my little real estate business. What I saw originally as something that hindered me, being a mom to little kids and a solo agent who sometimes works part-time hours, was now an opportunity to thrive. I've never wanted to be on a real estate team, and I certainly don't want to manage one. So this opportunity is golden. We have seen a massive disruption in the real estate industry from cloud-based brokerages. The original innovator was EXP Realty. EXP is smart and technology-driven, it's forward-thinking, and it allows an agent like me to build in a different way other than the traditional real estate team model. We know historically industries are transformed when disruptive companies enter the competition. Think of what Redbox did to Blockbuster. Think of what happened to taxis after Uber came on the scene. Or what happened to the hotel industry after Airbnb was introduced. Or the biggest disruptor, Amazon. We are seeing the same disruption in the real estate industry. The traditional real estate brokerage model works like this. There's a big international company at the top, then they divide the country into regions, and from there create franchises. Then brokers and owners buy them and have to hire managers and recruiters and staff, pay their salaries, and find office space to rent, and buy equipment and pay utilities. At the bottom of all of that is the individual agent who finds the real estate lead, works the deal, and closes the transaction. So that individual agent's commission will have to be divvied up to pay the broker and pay the franchise and pay the region and pay the big international company at the very top. This model has worked very well for a long time, and I would argue it may be a good fit for some agents. But I also know there's another way. EXP's model essentially is all in the clouds, which means there are less fees you need to pay, there's less overhead, which means there is more money freed up. And EXP takes that money and uses it in a different way, through investing in systems to better agents' businesses, and by putting more money back into the agent's pocket. Now that EXP's model has proven successful, we are seeing other cloud-based brokerages pop up. There's now proof of concept. Just like Lyft copied Uber. Here's what's interesting though. Historically, the company that is first with a concept takes the most market share. Would you prefer Uber stock or Lyft stock? If you're comparing cloud-based brokerages, it's important to realize that the one that was first to market already has the top talent. That talent recognized the opportunity first and pivoted their businesses, which means they are so far ahead that secondary companies can rarely catch up. Some of the questions I hear frequently are, what are the fees with EXP? Let me break them down for you here. Every agent in the company is on the same commission structure. It's an 80-20 split with a $16,000 annual cap. After you reach your cap for the year, you go to a 100% split and pay a transaction fee of $250 per transaction. Then, after you cap and do 20 more transactions, you are eligible for what we call icon status. Once you're an icon for the year, you can receive up to your entire cap of $16,000 back in the form of stock. Your transaction fee also drops down to $75 per transaction until your cap resets. Another way you could reach icon status and be eligible to earn that full $16,000 cap back in stock is to earn a total gross commission of $500,000 or more with at least 10 transactions. There is a one-time $149 startup fee, which includes your first month's cloud brokerage fee. After that, your monthly brokerage fee is $85, and that pays for all the systems. For each transaction you close, there is a $25 broker review fee and a $60 risk management fee. That risk management fee caps for the year at $750. Another question I get is, if EXP is all virtual, how do you get in touch with people? One of my biggest concerns with joining EXP was, how do I contact the broker and how fast will they respond? And there are 3 ways. You can reach out via email or phone very quickly. On the weekends, there's always a broker on call too. The other way is through EXP World. Because EXP is all virtual, there's an online campus called EXP World. You can talk to the broker this way too. You literally walk your little avatar person into the state broker room and ask away. Shortly after joining EXP, I tried all 3 methods of contacting the Georgia state brokers and had answers faster than I had imagined. At EXP University, you can also attend virtual meetings, ask accounting questions, get training and education, and more. There's over 50 hours of live education every single week. Whatever subject you're interested in, I promise you'll find it. And you'll find it's taught by agents all over the country who are actually successful with implementing those things. A question for you is, are you getting valuable education at your current company? Or is it geared mainly for new agents? What is your current ability to pick up the phone and have access to people that are 5 or 10 years ahead of you in this business to advise you? I have literally shaved years off of my business by not wasting time trying to figure things out on my own, but learn from those who already have. Truly, the amount of education and collaboration is like nothing I've ever seen before at EXP, but most importantly, within Powerhouse. And I'll elaborate more on that in a minute. What are the CRM and systems like? The systems EXP uses are top-notch, and they are constantly innovating and staying 10 feet ahead of the ever-changing real estate world. Even better, the systems actually work. EXP offers KB Core as a powerful CRM and lead generation tool. Non-EXP agents pay $500 or more per month for this software. EXP agents, however, receive access to this CRM as part of their $85 monthly fee. KB Core provides you with your own IDX website, CRM, email and text campaigns, squeeze pages, landing pages, and so much more. For transaction management, we use SkySlope. It's an all-in-one paperless system that's super organized. That's where the brokers will review your contracts to make sure that you're in compliance. EXP also has a plug-and-play marketing center for open house flyers, postcards, for sale signs, business cards, social media posts, you name it, with over 5,000 pieces of marketing materials to choose from. All the things you need to get your business running is there. You just have to tap into it. What's all this talk about stock? This part's pretty cool. When I worked at my previous brokerage, I didn't hold any ownership in the company. EXP, however, allows their own agents to share in the ownership of the company as stockholders. You can actually own a portion of the company. It's a publicly traded, multi-billion-dollar company with zero debt. We're traded on the NASDAQ with all the big boys like Apple, Amazon, Google, and our ticker symbol is EXPI. And we're backed directly by a multi-billion-dollar international tech company. At EXP, when you sell your first home each anniversary year, you get stock in the company. And when you reach your commission cap, you get stock in the company. When an agent you brought to the company sells their first home, you also get stock in the company. So when other agents around you win, and this fosters collaboration. When we all own a part of the same company, we all have a vested interest in its success. Now, if you're a top producing agent, you can become an Icon agent. We talked about this earlier. Icon agents can get your entire commission cap back in stock, which is $16,000 if you hit certain production numbers or cultural goals within your anniversary year. This component is worth you sitting down with a notepad and a pencil to do the math. It's incredibly powerful. On top of that, there is also an agent equity program that you can enroll in if you'd like. If you enroll, EXP will take 5% of your commission checks and buy EXP stock at a discount. It's totally optional, but as an independent contractor, this is a huge opportunity for my business. EXP also offers a revenue share plan. Now, this is different than other profit share plans you may have heard about. Revenue and profit are fundamentally two very different things. Revenue is the total earnings of a company without any expenses deducted. Profit, however, is total revenue minus all expenses. As an independent contractor, we know that our revenue and our profit look very different. If a business can show no profit, then a profit share plan has nothing to share. On the flip side, a revenue share plan pulls numbers directly off the top before expenses are deducted. At EXP, when you sponsor an agent and they sell a home, you get a percentage of that commission. And that percentage comes from the EXP portion of the split, not the agents. So let's break this down a little bit. Agents you directly sponsor are in your first tier. You receive 3.5% of their gross commission until they reach their cap of $16,000. Once you have 5 agents in your tier 1, then you open up tier 2. Those are the agents your tier 1 attracts to EXP. So tier 1 agents are the ones you personally attract. The tier 2 agents are the ones your tier 1 agents personally attract. So yes, you can receive more from your tier 2 than you do your tier 1. As you attract more and more agents to the company, you can unlock more and more tiers, and so on it goes. Participating in agent attraction is totally optional, and you don't have to attract any agents if you don't want to. But isn't it nice to know that if you do have a friend that decides to join the company, you'll be compensated for your efforts? Under EXP's model, with the opportunity to gain stock in the company and the ability to sponsor other agents, suddenly the little solo real estate agent has the opportunity to create multiple revenue streams. In doing so, you can get off the hamster wheel You know the one, the endless pursuit of more and more transactions. Collaboration is a big part of the company culture, which is why you see agents building networks of agents. And that's what takes us to Powerhouse. The stock incentives and agent attraction components are pretty neat, but what attracted me to EXP was the opportunity within Amy's network group called Powerhouse. There are hundreds of agents, mostly solo female agents. There are some men and some team owners too, who are a part of this organization and building out their individual real estate businesses, revenue networks, digital products, and more. We meet weekly via Zoom, bi-weekly if you produce enough business each year. We share fresh ideas freely with each other, and there's a spirit of collaboration and motivation that I haven't experienced before. It's a community of incredible, ingenious agents, and from where I sit today, I genuinely am disappointed I didn't jump in sooner. What's also really neat is that your family tree stacks. So when you join EXP under me, you get access to Powerhouse and Team Go and the Fast Forward movement. There are so many resources you can tap into and connections to make. At the end of the day, there are a variety of reasons that agents join us here at EXP. Some agents come for the virtual office or the technology systems. Others come for the amazing education and the collaboration. Some really love the opportunity to earn stock, and others just love the simple, low-cost fee structure. Whatever the reason, the growth of this company is extraordinary. We're now at over 86,000 agents worldwide and growing every day. EXP is the largest independent company on the planet. Currently, the #1 brokerage in agent count and number of transactions. And it's the fastest growing real estate company in the history of real estate. Let that sink in. There's a reason you made it this far in this video. You may be just as compelled as I was, and I want you to know there is room for you here too. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. If you're not sure, share this video with your trusted real estate friends and ask their opinion on it. And then do the math. Create a 5-year plan for yourself and run sample numbers under this model. Remove the constraints and imagine what your business and life could look like. If you have any further questions, use the link below to schedule a call on my calendar or come say hi to me on Instagram. I am on a mission to help more agents, especially busy moms like me, build businesses that better support our lifestyles and surprise yourself in the process with what you can create. There is room for you in this industry and within Powerhouse. You have a unique perspective, ability to multitask like no other, and hard-earned expertise. And I want you to be a part of our team. So glad you're here. Hope to talk to you soon.